Good morning. It's Simone, your favorite neighborhood nerd. I am on my usual Sunday walk on a Sunday. Not like you know that it's the Sunday after the Saturday where I filmed all the other Snippets videos. And it's already hot. I have sweat pearls on my lips. Ugh, it's disgusting. Here, this is me. We are on our regular morning walk, as I just said, and I thought I wanted to go play up places somewhere, but to be honest, I just want to go back home and turn the AC on full blast, just like yesterday, man. Oh. So, but then I think about paddleboarding and I think about going on a hike, and it all sounds so amazing, but my threshold to getting out is so high, it's really bad. If you have any tips about that, on how to not just want to go outside, but also actually do it, leave them in the comments down below. So, next Sunday, no matter the temperature, I am going outside. I already know that. And I'm just going to adjust my activity to the expected temps, which probably gonna be high because it's July. Oh no! Next weekend is Independence Day weekend. Fuck. Ugh, that sucks. Well, I will find something to do that is not overly crowded. I just saw this huge butterfly and I took a little shot. I hope you can see it. Trying to get closer, but I also don't feel like walking into people's driveways. So I was a little hesitant. And what else? So I've been telling you what I've been listening to. I just started a new audiobook. It's a skip the line, so I need to get it done in 7 days, which, because I can listen to audiobooks while at work, it shouldn't be too hard to finish. It's, I think, the newest release by Annabelle Monaghan. That is a hard name to pronounce. And I don't remember the name. Let me check. It's a love story. And it is read by... Max, don't pull my arm! Help! I don't know who is read by. Why does it not say? Is that not important? I think the person who reads the book makes and breaks audiobooks most of the time. This is, at least as far as I can tell, a new to me audiobook narrator, and I'm having a hard time getting into the book. But because I've really liked Annabelle Monaghan books prior to this one, I'm just gonna give it a go. It's fun with audiobooks because they are in my ear and I can do other things. I'm more likely to give them a shot. Where if this was, the narrator doesn't affect actually reading a printed book, but if the story was slow, if it was hard to get into while I was reading it myself with my own eyes, I would probably DNF it much faster than this is not what I'm supposed to do. I would probably DNF it much faster than just having it on my ears. And often when you're not 100% focusing on the listening experience, at least that's how it works for me, this is when I start to get used to the voice that was unfamiliar at first. If you're an audiobook listener, have you listened to Julia Whalen narrate an audiobook? She is one of those narrators that can make... Now I turned around again. Shit. She is one of those audiobook narrators that can make a book interesting to me, even though I might have not read it with my own eyes. So, we're actually just right next to a community. Oh, can we talk about gated communities for a second? Like, this gated community right here that I'm about to enter through the back door has a code, which, okay, I get it. You don't even want people to walk through your gated community. But if I enter through the back door, which is not forbidden, well, this one has a, what is that called? Schranke, a gate. But it's actually, like, it's not, you can slip under. Let me turn the camera around and show you in a second. But it also has entrances that are not gated, just trails that go into the community. So if you get into this community through one of those entries, you can't get out if you don't know the door, the code to the door, which, of course, yeah, you could turn around, you could get through one of these exits that I'm about to show you, but isn't, like, that is so weird to me. Why would you, yes, enter, okay, sure, give me a code, but to exit? Do you need a code to exit? Where in the world is that a real thing? Except for here. So, gonna turn the camera around, going to, then, look at these. I'm gonna turn it around right now. Look at this humongous thistle. I think they're still coming up, but here's one that's already here and coming and blooming. I've walked by these, some of these are, look at how ginormous these are. Come on, Max. Look at this one. Oh my God, these are so pretty. I know that they're not, there's one down here, maybe you can see it. It's already blooming. I know that they're actually invasive species, but come on, who doesn't want this in their backyard? I would love one of those. And they're here everywhere. All right, so I'm going to slowly move towards the gate. So here's the gate, and there's clearly a trail going right here so I can slip under. There's also a gap over there. I went through here once and cut my jacket open, so I don't go there anymore. I'm gonna just here. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. Look at this bumblebee. No, she's gone. Excuse me, lady. And there we are. So, unless there's something really grand I want to show you, I will turn off the camera and see you on my desk. My current plan is to journal, but you never know. I'm mostly filming by where my mood takes me. And yeah, I don't know what my mood is like until I'm sitting right in front of my desk. Thank you so much for coming and checking out my video. I'm so excited to be back on my desk. That's all. There's a butterfly hidden somewhere on this tree. Look how big it is. Wow. I do have something else to say, and I just saw this butterfly. I showed it to you. I made it move. Sorry. So that you can see it fly, and I hope it's gonna work and be visible on camera. But just before that butterfly sat on the tree, a person walked towards me, and she did not notice the butterfly at all, even though it's like really big. I think it's as big as my hand, which is big. So, and I'm sometimes wondering, like, my kids do the same thing. They walk around and they don't see anything. And I walk around and I see so many things. And I feel like those things that I see, that I notice when I'm walking with Max, when I'm driving and I see the clouds, like, it doesn't need to be like this grand expedition that I'm taking. I can just go across the street to the park where I go outside for like 5 minutes so that Max can pee, and I still see something that fills my cup, that makes me wonder at this beautiful world. It's such a vital part of what keeps me going. It might sound really, really odd, but this camera, for instance, helps me see those things. So yes, I am filming this and I'm sharing it on YouTube, but I'm also carrying this camera around just because, by knowing that I am looking for stuff to see, like, I'm looking for things, I see more. Of course, obviously, like, that's so obvious. But the funny thing is that I started this noticing and taking photos and just being more observant of what I see when I did a one photo a day project, and I think that was in 2008 maybe, so almost 20 years now, and it shows. And it's never too late to see more. I highly, highly encourage you, if you feel like you don't know how to fill your cup, maybe try it for a month. There's no need to do a 365 days project. You don't even have to take a photo. But for me personally, it definitely changed the way that I look, that I view the world, that I see things, is by having that camera to see. to see things. And yeah, try it for a month. Try to find something special, something that makes you smile, something that makes you wonder about the beauty of this world, for 30 days. 31 days if it's August. Like, try. And you don't really, I thrive with accountability, and for me social media is definitely a driving factor in doing these things. And so instead of using social media against you, use it for you. Share it on your Instagram. No comment. It doesn't have to be a beautiful picture. That, by the way, also comes with taking photos all the time, is how you get better at taking pictures, which is a nice side effect. So try it. Okay, I'm back at my desk, and I had a thought that I want to share about those noticing things outside with my camera. Just taking it with me makes me see things, so many more things than not taking it. And I had that thought that this is exactly what I also do in my journal. I am putting down teeny tiny snippets of my days into my journal, because that is usually not what the big picture is when I'm looking back. I remember what I did, but not those tiny things that made me keep going, you know? So that's just a thought that that I noticed about myself. And I'm not, this is not something that you have to do, you have to adapt, but it runs through the way that I look at my life in my journals and in my photos, is looking at and looking for those teeny tiny things that make me wonder. And that's what keeps me alive. That's why I write those things down, because by being creative, I'm getting to even fill my cup more. Okay, let me get off that high horse-ish feeling. I have a pile of stuff that I want to add to my journal somehow, sometime, someday. There's this here. So I'm trying to figure out stuff. I made this and it was fun, and you saw a video about it. Now, I actually stopped on the 17th. We are, even though you don't see this until the middle of July, we are right here. So this is all empty. And I have taken down some notes on what I did. So we'll see how that's going to go. I thought maybe I can just fill it with stuff. I bought this nib, which is a fine monarch nib from my friend Jeffrey. And he sent a notebook, this one. I wonder why. In this envelope, in that package. And this is hilarious. This is a cracker balloon. This is a Swiss cheese balloon. This is a dead mouse balloon. The mouse was allergic to cheese. R.I.P. mouse. I'm wondering if I can get this in here somehow. Because I have so many pages. Does it really matter? I'm just going to do it, I'm not just wondering. And I think the best way to do this would be to just glue it down. But only... Okay, let's do while thinking. So I need this. This should only stick to this part right here because I want to cut it apart, right? So that's what it, this is what I was afraid of. So now we're just going to cut right down here. We're going to cut here. Wow. I need to cut this off because even though he didn't send it as a letter, maybe he was going to send it as a letter before I bought that nib. And there was addresses on there, so we don't want that. And I also don't really care about the fact that this is going to be out of order. I'm trying to do damage control, is basically what I'm trying to do here. Damage control in the sense of I need to get those snippets down because otherwise they're gone. They're so tiny and so little that most of the time, if I don't take note in writing on a post-it and stick it in, I'm going back to the surface level of this is what I did then and this is what I did here. And even though it's an interesting way or a normal way, normal. Yeah, other people are normal when doing that. This is a normal way of memory keeping, kind of. I have found that when I'm back to that surface level and scratching that surface, it doesn't really, like, I could care less about writing down, I did this, I did that, and then I did this. So now it looks stupid. It's okay. I'm going to just turn the page around, put this down here, maybe here. Did not think that it would pop off this much, that now it looks kind of weird. Okay, I'm gonna even do this even differently now. Okay, I'm gonna stick this in here like so. Now the reason why I'm not sticking it in here is because I actually wanted to put this here, but also is that even important? No. I'm just gonna go here. So now I'm taking out my glue book. This is an idea that I got from Shauna from Serial Nana, if I'm not mistaken. She just has a notebook that she has close to her and where she adds glue to the people, the things, not the people. What the fuck? And I love this because I always would get my stuff gluey. So this is this. Where's the rest? Nope. Didn't I just... There. Woohoo. So what I'm doing is I'm going to dissect it even further, which I hope will break it up more so that it doesn't look as bad as it did when I tried to add it without you know, yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm going to go for. Yep. And then gonna go with the Swiss cheese balloon. And then, so I think, how am I going to do this now? I think I'm going to cut both of those out first and then shuffle them around on the page. Okay, so now I can take all of this and throw it away. Then I can lather this up and that. Now, okay, so I was going to, I think I'm going to just use this green right here. And I'm just going to, you know, do senseless stuff. So is this my very favorite page? Far from it. I, for some reason, thought I wanted to use the green, which I still like. But what I didn't think about is that now this whole page is very monochromatic. There is only green on the page. Different colors of green, yes, but there's no contrast in my opinion. And I think in order for this page to look good, there should have been contrast. And so I could have maybe made the title in green so that I can tie these two things together. But then the writing, I think, should have been in a different color. Now, that is why I also try to look at my journal as an experimentation place. And it's never going to be perfect all the time. That's just not who I am. And so I won't be able to have pages like this where I'm like, okay, now I have this to here, I feel like looks good. What is happening with this here? Why is there white space right here? How do I fill this white space? Because I filled it up here. And I don't really know what to do about this. I am just going to leave it like, no, I'm not. I'm going to look through my stickers to see if maybe I can find something that I could put down here or so. Maybe a washi tape? I don't think so. Oh, I have a question. Now, when you see this, the subscription has already started. Are you going to do the Everyday Explorers Co. subscription that is starting July 1st? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this. And maybe even this somewhere down here. So I'm going to cut this apart and then I'm going to rip it and then I'm going to glue it. I have been subscribed to I used to be a huge lover of subscription kits. And I used to be with Coco Daisy when I was into the planner things. I loved their stuff. And I was on their design team as well. But that got too much really quickly. See, with a little bit of pop, you can add so much, make a difference. I also need to grab something. I forgot that I had this. This is a Siron sticker maker. And you can just put your unglued things in here, pull them through, cut it off. I mean, it's kind of a waste, but also I have these refills here. So why not use this stuff and stick it in there? And then you take off the backing paper or the front. I don't know, really. I haven't used this in so long. I don't even know if this still exists. And then I'm just going to stick it here. Okay. So, subscription. And I loved scrapbooking. Maybe you know that about me. Maybe you've been here for that long. No, I think I think this is all I want to do. And the reason why I remember this is because I then subscribed to to Extravagant Hope mailers from Brandy Kincaid, which recently have given me quite a bit of, not recently, just like I like the stickers and the things that you get with the kit because it often prompts me to write about stuff. You know, like there's some prompts to tell some small stories. Okay, this page is not, maybe I should add that thing. Oh, maybe we should just continue looking. So, look at this. Where is it? Is it right here? Here? I tried to copy these. Oh, need some more practice, but maybe you get it. So, and let me gather my thoughts. So these things that are in here often prompt me to journal about a specific thing. The same thing happens sometimes with the collage sheets from the Cat Collage Club. And so I thought that possibly, maybe, I could, well, I also really like these things that Christine Herron puts out, the kits. I just never was drawn to them because they were mini book clubs, and I want to use my own journal. I don't want to be forced to use a specific format. So that mini book club did not really do it for me, in the sense that I felt like it was a waste of money to get a mini book that I wouldn't use. But now I don't think there are journals or mini books included. I think it's just, maybe I'm mistaken, so I'm just going to look at it when it comes out. It's just storytelling prompts, which, because they have been working so well for me recently, I've been thinking if that might be something that I should consider. But also, what if I have so much stuff. Yeah, okay, let me continue this thought, because I think that what makes this different is, here, I'm selling that kit to you now. Christine, maybe you should just send me promotional stuff. And so the only thing that can happen with this page is that I make it worse, right? And it can't really get worse. Is that the consensus that we have? I'm thinking, what if we just stick these things in here and make it official? And just fill it up? I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'm also going to not focus too much on all of the green stuff, but the other things as well. So the difference between random product, and that's the thing that I need to figure out, and the stuff that Christine Herron puts out with the kits that she's going to make in July. That's at least the impression that I get from all of the stamp set that she puts out. And the difference with the Cat Collage Club, for instance, as well, is that I feel like these are tools that provide me with material to tell stories, whereas many of the stickers that I have in here are beautiful, perfect artwork, but unless I have a story about dreams, sleep, pajamas, it doesn't really prompt me to tell a story. And that's okay. But also, that's not currently how I'm functioning. So I will use a lot of stickers to help me tell a story, as I said earlier. Like this person right here. Why is this? Holds a planner. This is when I made the decision to change my journal. Ink bottle, flowers, a new pen label, a letter, a phone call and begin again, a photo or a TV with Netflix. This I drew myself. There is a symbol of nature and a coyote. This is a fox, I know, but still. And then I put joy and joy. Wow. Scissors. I'm talking about scissors right here. So I am using stickers mostly to illustrate what I'm talking about, to help me tell the story. And so that's what is appealing to me with the kit that she's putting out in July. Now, here is my thoughts just now. That would technically mean that if I'm getting more product every month, I think it's a monthly kit thing. Maybe there's also a way to just purchase it one-off so that I would be able to see what it, like if I like a theme, I could get that. But, so I'm getting stuff. What am I doing with this stuff? Is this too much to fill my journal? Because I'm also subscribed to the Cat Collage Club and I really love her whimsical things. Would they work with each other? Because Everyday Explorers Co. is very clean, very clear, which I really love that art style, but it's completely different to this whimsicalness. So would that even fit with my current journaling style? And then the next question is, what am I doing with the product that I have that doesn't support the storytelling as much? And now that I'm talking about this, I am like, of course, that's the reason. Why didn't it occur to me earlier? That this is the reason why I haven't used a lot of the things that I own. Have you had epiphanies like this where you're like, okay, so now my life makes a lot more sense? I wish there was one more green sticker because I feel like if I had one here, that would fill it up perfectly. But I'm just going to stick these down. I don't care if it makes any sense. I feel like I'm filling the place up nicely and I just need something there. I'm thinking of maybe switching this out because there is color right here. So maybe I need... before I'm sticking this down, I'm going to put this here and see how that looks. Yeah, I know, it doesn't really make any sense at all. And I also know that basically filming these snippets for my desk videos will only allow me to share one page and that's it. And then I'm done. But also I'm going away, so I could just keep on filming and share all of these videos throughout the time that I'm not here, and then come back and continue where we left off, basically. Isn't that cool? Do you think that's cool? So yeah, I'm actually really tempted to try. This is too long. I don't. Okay, so what I have this one. This one isn't fixed yet. I like this over there, but I want something down here. And when I'm continuing, I actually resubscribed to the Cat Collage Club because I noticed how much I used those prompts for those images work really well with my life, and they prompt me to write about things that are relevant to me. I think this is how I'm going to do it. Yeah. So what do I do with all the stuff that I have that I already know? Is anyone even interested in stuff like that? I feel it's like posting those as a set might be a thing. It's like I could give them away, but I feel like I should recover some money at least. So, but how do you recover money from shit like that? Does anyone even want that stuff? And how much effort is it to, I could make an envelope and say, hey, I'm selling this. Oh my goodness. Also, by the way, I think I talked about this before, but I sent a package to a friend, and it wasn't anything that they bought from me. I just threw in so many things that I thought they might like. And it was big. It was maybe 10 by 10 by 5. It was huge, in my opinion. And I sent them one of the folded nibs that I made, ink bottles, one of the Trader Joe's bags, a lot. I think one of the Trader Joe's bags, I'm not sure. Really a lot of things that I had that I didn't use. Fountain pens, 3. How many? 3? 3 fountain pens. And the package is marked as delivered, but they never got it. And it's not... Wow. Okay, so let's just review this page really quickly. It works better than I thought it would. I think the white space was bugging me, so these little teeny tiny snippets down here actually fill it up really well. Is it my favorite page in the whole world? No. Is it finished? Yes. Should I have put this on the 23rd when it happened? I could have. But also, I'm glad that it's in here and it's done. So, what was my train of thought earlier? I don't remember. Now it would be cool if we had a conversation that was actually back and forth so that you could remind me of what I was talking about. That's annoying. I'm tired too. Yes. I know that the US Postal Service, it has tracking, so it's not lost. There is stuff that they can do, but I'm also, it's sad that it's marked as delivered and it's not there, and that they now have to go through all this hassle to retrieve that stuff when it was just meant to be a nice surprise and a happy, happy, not accident, happy mail. Happy mail, and now it's trouble mail, and that is annoying. So I want to look at this notebook. Oh, I did not even think this was nice. This is actually a bird watching notebook where you can write down your observations. I like this. This is going into my backpack. And I love that all of these words are here. What is this called? This is bird topography. That all of these are named, because that is something that if English is not your first language, maybe you have noticed as well that I love this. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. I really like it. And you might see there's a lot of happy mail going on again. I'm really bad currently at sending out happy mail. I've been sending out all of those. Yes, where was I? Where did I get stuck? So this I want to have on the day it actually happened, which is here. Well, I could have also just put one of those stickers down. Now that is awesome. Where was I? Where did I get stuck? Yes, I'm not a good happy mail sender right now. And then I'm also going on vacation, which is probably the worst idea ever. Look what I found. This is a sticker that my friend Katie drew and then had made. And I completely forgot about it. And I think I want to stick it on the outside of my journal. And I also want to add this to the outside of my journal because it gives me a lot of pressure to actually then go ahead and do it. I don't know if I want this here. Wow. Now that is interesting. So I usually am someone who likes decorating the front covers with stickers, like this, for instance. And I really enjoy it. But I don't want to stick this on here because this is finished. I want to have this on a journal that I'm using. What I've also been thinking is maybe putting this sticker onto a dashboard. My thought is if I ever share a Techo Kaigi planner stack mid-year review thingy-majig, I might switch into a plotter again for 2026. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. And maybe I make a dashboard with this for my plotter that I don't own yet, so that I can then have it in there and have it visible for longer than just a while. But yeah, this is, I currently enjoy having just this sticker on there. So I'm just going to put these aside. And think more about it. This is usually in my letter writing thing, so I need to put that there. I'm going to put this in here as well. And I need to, what's in here? I also, if I continue with the Cat Collage Club, then it would be a good thing to maybe get some clear sticker paper, because I think these would be really awesome on clear paper instead of white, which I currently don't own anything but white. So let's do this here. I love these cards, but I find them so hard to use. But also this one I don't want to pass along. So what do I do with it? Okay, there's more stickers here. I think all of this is going towards my bin for my actual really big junk journal. This is a piece of paper that I can use to write out my currently inked for July, so that I can put this in my pen case. But I don't want to do this right now on camera. So then Brandy always sends these amazing letters, and I don't take enough time to read them, which sucks. So that goes over here. And then Katrina, I already shared another happy mail from her. Send me another letter. I'm going to turn this around because that is for me. But she again included some of her artwork and some other stuff that she found. This is made with fingerprints. And this is so cute. I love this cat. I love the way this cat looks. So much attitude. I love it. So cool. And then these are the two things that she made. This is a bee with a thistle, and I showed you the thistles that are growing up the mountain where I live. And then this is an ice cream bookmark. And I bought mango popsicle things with their, so I'm going to put this over to my books that I haven't started reading yet. Yeah. I buy books and then I don't read them. So this, I am putting all of this in here for now. And then this letter is going into my inbox of letters, so that when I respond, I have this all together. And now I think I'm all through the stuff, which means that I think I'm all, I have one more thing here. This. And then I also found something. So I think I wanted to write about this, but I don't remember what I wanted to write about. That's stupid, right? I saw this and I was like, I need to make a journal entry about this. This, however, would also make a really great book plate thingy-majig right in the front here, right? So I think my blabbering has brought us to a point where we need to say goodbye, but I wanted to show you this PET tape that my friend Amy sent me. I wanted to unbox this as well. This is so nice. She wrote the artist down on a piece of paper and I forgot. But I also, what I like about this is that this, even though it's kind of, I don't really think I would lay in here, but there's a lot of these people. First of all, they're not skinny. They're not, well, all of them have, no, this one doesn't have long hair, but this might also be a male character, but we don't judge. There's quite a bit of these characters that could express moods. Talk about walking through, hiking, finding wildflowers. These are, maybe that's really what I need to do. I need to go through all the things that I own and see if they would help me tell a story, even if I can't find it right away. But if it expresses moods, stuff like that, then that would also be something that I could stick into my journal to help me express the stuff that I want to talk about. So I really like this. If I can find the name of the maker of this washi PET tape, I will put it in the description down below because I currently do not know. I know that she wrote it down somewhere. Oh, haha. It's from a brand artist called Idako. I had never heard of it, and that's that. So Idako, if you want to search for this, Idako. So, yay! There you go. I have a lot of stuff to think about that we talked about today. I want to evaluate the kit that Everyday Explorers Co. brings out every month, starting July 1st. Because I have found that product that helps me tell a story is really, I really love that stuff. And so, but what I also need to do then, as an effect of that, is everything in my ephemera, stickers, washi tapes that do not support telling a story the way that I enjoy telling the stories, then I need to figure out a way to get rid of those things. Yeah. That's the thoughts that I had. And I made a page, which is absolutely not my favorite, but I feel like I brought it around. It's very busy compared to maybe, like if you just look at this, there's nothing busy about this page, but as a whole, it kind of works. And the cool thing about having a journal in a book is that you turn the page around, you forget about all of the stuff that you did wrong, and start again and see where that leads you. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you would be interested in maybe a de-stash of stickers and washi, a mystery. Maybe I can like share a video of that whole set. I don't know yet, but I am very tempted to go through all of that stuff and sell it off, just to recoup a little bit of money at least. Okay, there's that. I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon. Until next time, bye.